So in today's video, I took an old canvas that was not as nice as I wanted it to be and just was not being useful, functional. And so I covered it and painted over it and pretty much had a great time with the whole process, because the process was paint, step back, paint, step back. And I had no idea what I was doing. But I was definitely having fun. So join me and check out what I do with this really huge canvas and how I make it something that is, well, I can say that I'm proud to call my own. So enjoy! Hey y'all, this is Pam from Pam's Artsy Corner. Hi, how you doing? I realize it's been a long time since I've posted anything.
A long time ago.
I'm sorry about that. May is, for the last few years, been a really rough time of the year for me.
You have a tissue.
Losing both my parents has changed how I see things like Mother's Day, Father's Day, and May is especially tough because not only do I face Mother's Day without my mom, but May is also the month that I learned that I lost my dad. So, and it's also the month that I lost my grandmother and my grandfather's anniversary. Anyway, it's a whole lot of grieving to work through.
That sucks.
Life was very lifey this month, very full of everything, a whole spectrum of emotions.
Emotional.
But last time I saw you, I had this painting up, and it wasn't this actually. This was a huge process that I didn't know what I was going to do with this. I had a painting that I made like, oh gosh, maybe 7 or 8 years ago.
A long time ago.
Long time ago.
It had been a long time. I was not happy with it. and it was a huge canvas. It is a huge canvas, as you can see. It's pretty big, and it was just sitting around, and it just felt like it was taking up space. So rather than continue to have this chunky piece of a really good canvas just sit around with nothing to do, I wanted to make something of it. So I started off, as you see, with just covering it. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! And did some just random marks and very abstract kind of feeling. I mean, there was a lot of times I just wanted to hit pause, but I was like, you know what, I think I could do more. And so the first thing I jumped in with was my sunflower. Jumping time, jumping time. And the sunflower really helped me to see where else I could take this painting. So from there, I wanted to add more. I wanted it to feel, it started to have more meaning for me. I visualized the monarch butterfly, and I was like, okay, what else am I trying to say? Is this something about home? Because here in the valley, we have monarch butterflies. We're on their migration route now. So I was like, okay, what else do I love about the valley? And ruby red grapefruits. So I love, my mom and I would eat tons of ruby red grapefruits. That's home for me. And then I started to keep getting that feeling, that sense of home. And for me, home was, it's palm trees. There's tons of palm trees down here in the valley. And of course, sunsets, beautiful sunsets that we get to experience here. I wondered why I hadn't seen them when I was younger a lot. But now it seems that we have a lot of these like green parakeets, and they are an invasive species. Sacre bleu, invader! But in this area, I mean, you can hear them, and they're beautiful. I mean, they're beautiful to watch. They fly around in flocks, and they're very noisy. You know, people will stop and okay, not people. I have stopped in parking lots and just sat and watched mesmerized to have these birds flying around. They're gorgeous, these beautiful green birds. So I love that part of my hometown and my home region. And then I started adding other aspects of it. Okay, and it started feeling like maybe I'm narrowing it down now. This isn't just like the Rio Grande Valley anymore. This is starting to feel more like a little closer to home. So, but before that, I put in my sign, my highway sign, 281 South. Road trip, road trip, road trip. Anybody who knows the valley or who's from the valley, when you see that sign, when you're coming down from San Antonio or you're coming from Corpus or even Laredo, that feels like home. You know, the closer you get to home, you have these little landmarks and you have this excitement building. So yeah, seeing that and you know, when you're driving south, and it just feels like, oh, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. This church right behind me is one of the oldest churches in the valley. This is called La Lomita, and it's in Hidalgo. And it's actually right on the, I'm sorry, it's not in Hidalgo. It's, if you cut through Anzaluas Park, which is a park that's south of Butterfly Center in Mission, it is a beautiful church that's on the river. It's actually on the Rio Grande River. And then you'll see that this sign right here, this is actually a sign, the Border Theater, which is in downtown Mission. When I was a kid, we used to go there and watch movies that were pretty cheap. My dog Charles says hi, by the way. And I mean, that's where I watched Grease and Saturday Night Fever, double feature. You know, it was a beautiful place. I watched Peter Pan there with my dad. You know, childhood memories. So if I was going to add to that, you know, because I had all these other aspects to it, I was like, oh, I'm missing something. It felt very incomplete. And And then I realized I needed something more. And I had a lot of warmth, of course, mainly with this sunflower and then with my grapefruit and all. But I didn't have a lot of cool colors. Well, something that I used to do as a kid, when I would go and visit my abuelitos, my grandparents, we would play loteria. And so I had to have loteria cards in my huge mural. And then a final thing I added, I used to have just a little thing right here in red for RGB, but another thing you see in the valley when you're driving through is a bunch of yucca plants. And if you come through like at a certain time of year, you get to see the white blooms, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to see. So this is how I transformed a very large canvas that I was not using, and made it something extra special. A friend suggested that I should sell it to a local, a town like the city of Mission or something. I don't know. I'm feeling like this is very personal to me, and I'm very happy with the outcome so far. So let me know, what's your favorite part of this? And do you do something similar with the work that you no longer utilize or you no longer value if you're an artist? Hey, and thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by Pam's Artsy Corner.